ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। Suktam Mandalam 10, Suktam 7, Rishi, Dhruta, Aptya, Devata, Agni, Chandastrushtu. Swastino Vivo Agni Prithivya 10.7.1. O accomplisher of wonderful deed, resplendent Agni, please give us all prosperity procured from the space and earth for performing sacrifice. We shall serve you, O shining Agni. Please protect us with your perceptions or protections which are praised by many. Well kindled Ima Agni Madayastubhyam Jada 10.7.2. O provider of dwellings, well-born soul of energy Agni, these praises or intelligent praisers are born for you. Invokers welcome your gift with or of cows and horses. When a man obtains or attains your wealth, then the giver you are praised by wise men, or then it is upheld by wise men. Agni's wealth could be gross energy or spiritual knowledge. Wise men uphold spiritual wealth of Agni. Agni manye vidaram 10.7.3. I regard Agni as father, Agni as a relative, Agni as a brother, and as a constant companion. I adore the splendor of the great Agni Atma, appearing in the space as worship-worthy brightness of the sun. In one sense, the Rig brings out the all-pervasive nature of Agni, the soul of energy. Agni appears in different forms. The most excellent form, as far as the solar world is concerned, is the sun. Siddha Agni Dhiyo Asme 10.7.4. O Agni, our well-procured hymns are perfect. May he whom you protect be dear to you, who is sitting in your home and always sacrifice worthy by day and by night. You are an overpowerer or witness of Ruta, having reddish horse-like flames and are rich in food. The Rig implies the following: O Agni, protected by you, may I be dear to you always. Dubhir idam mitramiva prayogam 10.7.5. Human beings generated Agni with their hands or minds. He is set up by men shining with knowledge. He is applicable like a friend. He is ancient, is sacrificing regularly, and is a lover of non-violent sacrifices. Then they made this offerer of oblations to sit among human subjects. Knowing about different forms of energy, Agni, especially the fire, men make use of them for their own progress and prosperity. Swayam Yajasva Divideva Devan 10.7.6. O well-born resplendent Agni Atma, on your own you honor self-luminous beings in the shining space. What can simple ignorant men do anything for you or anything to you? O resplendent Agni, as you honor shining beings regularly in all seasons, in the same way you adore your own body. Comment: Agni only provides energy to self-luminous bodies in the space. Second part of the Ruk is pure poetic fancy, as energy is indestructible and he has no body to adore. Self-luminous beings could mean enlightened souls, and shining space may mean abode of Atma. Bhavano Agneya Vidoda Gopa 10.7.7. O very sublime Agni, may you be our protector, our guardian, our preserver of health and giver of food. Please procure for us presenter of oblations. Also, being attentive, please protect our bodies. This is the last sutta, last Ruk of the sutta. All the 7 suttas from sage Trita are really beautiful Agni suttas. We go to the next sutta, 10.8. Suktam 8. Rishi Trishira Tvashtra Devada Agni Indra Chandas Trushtu. Primarily this is an Agni Suktam only. Praketuna Brihata Yat Agnira Rodasi 10.8.1. Soul of Agni advances toward the space and earth with his great banner, namely smoke. Mighty Agni makes noise and rising upwards reaches even the ends of the space and also places close by. The great Agni grows sitting near the water particles in the atmosphere. Implied meaning: Agni in different forms pervades the space, atmosphere and earth. This point is being brought out in this Ruk. 10.8.2. Mumodagarbho Shabha. Showerer of happiness, lofty spiritual Agni, offspring of the space and earth, delights himself. This faultless offspring, who is effective, makes noise. He holds up the sacrifice in his own homes. The most excellent soul of Agni approaches. Ayo Murdhanam 10.8.3. Sacrificers uphold in their non-violent knowledge sacrifices the stream of that impeller, spiritual Agni, who firmly embraces the summit of the parents. His course is reddish, as though carried by reddish horses. Like horses, like rays in the abode of nature. Wise men are devoted to that body. This Ruk and the one before talk about sacrificial fire with reddish flames, at least superficially. Usha Usho Hivaso Agrameshi 10.8.4. O provider of dwellings, soul of Agni, you come near us every day ahead of dawn. You become the illuminator of the twins, day and night. With your own body, generating the front, the sun, you uphold the 7 footsteps or states. 7 footsteps may be referring to the 7-colored white light of the sun, who is the friend of all living creatures, or the 7 worlds, Bhu, Bhuva, Swa, etc. 10.8.5 Bhuvashchakshur Maha Rutasya Gopa. O knower of all born beings, Agni Atma, you become the eye and the guardian of Ruta. You make Varuna and become all enveloper of the sky. You become the keeper of water from not falling down. You become the messenger of a person whose oblations you accept. Implied meaning, Agni appearing as Vaishwanara or Jatharagni becomes knower of all born beings. As the sun, Agni becomes the perceiver of all objects in the solar world and its protector. Varuna is the presiding deity of night and also of the flowing waters. Providing heat energy, Agni keeps the water particles in the atmosphere in vapor form and not allowing it to fall down to earth. He becomes a messenger of truth for a person who meditates on the soul of energy, Agni. Bhuvo yajnasya rajasascha neta. 8.6 O soul of Agni, you become the leader of the sacrifice and also of all worlds. When you get attached with a team of horses or spiritual light rays or series of hives, then you uphold bestower of light the sun, who is like the head of the space. You make your tongue bearer of oblations. The ruks about sacrificial fire The ruk is about sacrificial fire, Agni and the sun. Basically, Agni here symbolizes the soul of energy. Asyatruta Kratuna Vaure. 10.8.7 Threefold Agni, with his intelligence, desiring the wisdom of his protector, concealed the presence of the Supreme Being with earth and other worlds. Sitting by the side of his parents, he makes implements of all kinds, receiving care from sacrificers and speaking to his relative. Comment: Agni conceals the presence of Atma while appearing as the sun in the space, as lightning in the atmosphere, and as fire on the earth. Sitting between the space and earth and talking to Indra, the manifested self, Agni appears in different forms for the benefit of mankind. Sa pitryan ayudhani vidvan 10.8.8 That attainable Agni Atma, knower of the protector's weapons, namely pulses of spiritual energy, impelled by Indra, moves towards one who has 7 rays and 3 heads and destroys him. The threefold Agni emit forth rays of the sun of the Creator only. Implied meaning: The soul of Agni, inspired by Jivatma of the seer of the Suktam, moves towards the physical Agni, appearing with three heads, one in the space, one in the atmosphere, and one on the earth, having or emitting seven-colored light. The threefold physical Agni emits the rays of light of the son of Agni, the soul of Agni only. Seven rays could be those associated with five senses of perception, mind and ahambhava, and three heads corresponding to gross, subtle and gross worlds. Bhuridindra Udinakshanda, last book of the Sutta, 10.8.9. Protector of truth Indra shatters him who may be much powerful, is pretending and is thinking too much of himself. Then, roaring loudly, he cuts down the three heads of this one who appears in different forms. Indra is the possessor of rays, spiritual light rays of the Creator. Here him means ahambhava, referred to in the previous ruk. With this classification, this ruk should become comprehensible based on comments on the previous ruk. Indra possesses two spiritual right rays of Atma. Next Suktam 9. Rishi Sindhudvipa Ambarisha Devada Aba Chandas Gayatri Anushtu Abohishtamayo Bhuva 10.9.1. O shining water streams, since we become causes of pleasure, may you hold us in vigor or strength for looking at or observing for the great battle as an object of delight. May the water particles give vigor and strength to the sacrificers in their battle for acquiring self-knowledge and experience the associated bliss. Shining water streams may mean Agniya Somadharas. Rest of the ruk is simple and self-explanatory. Yova Shivadamo Rasastasya Bhagaya Dehana 10.9.2. O shining waters or Agniya Soma Dharas, that essence of yours which is most propitious, please share. That essence with us like mothers feeding children, desiring to see them grow strong and healthy. Tasma arangamama Tasma arangamama Yasya kshayaya dimmatha 10.9.3. O shining water streams, for whose home or body you move yourself, we approach you quickly for such a house. May you beget offsprings for us. Shanno Devi Rabhishtaya. May the shining water streams, 10.9.4. May the shining water streams bring us happiness. May the shining water streams be for our help and for drinking. May the May they be auspicious and drive away all sickness. May they flow over us for cleaning our bodies. Ishana Vatyanam Kshayantischarshaninam 10.9.5. I beg for medicaments to the shining water streams, who are masters of all admirable wells and who are providers of dwellings for human beings. Next 10.9.6. Apasume somo abravit. Next look. Apapranita bheshajam varuthandanve mama. 10.9.7. Idamabah pravahata yatkinjad idam mai. 10.9.8. Abo adhyanmajarisham yasena samadasmati. 10.9.9. These are the same as 1.23.20, 1.23.21, 22 and 23 respectively. Shining Atmiya Somadharas are considered to be the mother of all flowing fluid streams. This is an important suktam of Rig Veda. We go to the next suktam, Suktam 10. Rishi Yami Vaivaswati Pragatha Gaura Yama Vaivaswata Chandas Tushtu. Seers of the Suktam are considered to be Yama and Yami based on the contents of the rigs. Yami is a female who is a destroyer of bodies, and restrainer Yama is a male not attached to any particular body or form. Both have the same origin. These conditions are applicable to Prakriti and Purusha combination. The Suktam is being interpreted based on this premise. 10.10.1. O Chit Sakhayam Sakhya Pavrutyam. Moving across the foaming ocean, which is though wide, one, say Prakriti, advances towards a friend of Brahma for friendship. The Creator upholds the son of the protector, Purusha, above the earth, thinking about the great energy Agni. Implied meaning of this: for manifesting universe, Prakriti approaches Purusha, who is a friend of the Creator, who upholds Purusha for that purpose with the assistance of Agni, soul of energy, for supplying the required energy. Nate Sakha Sakha Sakhyam. Vashtye 10.10.2. O Prakriti, your friend Purusha does not desire this friendship, since the homogeneous Purusha becomes heterogeneous or gives rise to different forms of matter. Sons of the great Supreme Spirit, which implies enlightened souls, who are supporters of the shining space, observe this transformation to or from a great distance. On behalf of Purusha, the seer of the Suktam or the Creator tells Prakriti that She cannot have any direct connection with Purusha since he will lose his homogeneous character then. Purusha is non-matter and Prakriti is an appearance of different forms of matter. Visandhidhate Amagasa 10.10.3. Prakriti says to Purusha, those immortal ones, which implies enlightened souls, desire the admirer of this Supreme Being only. May the subtle mind of the mortal you be preserved in this mind of mine. Lord of birth may take possession of the gross or material body. Purusha is implied meaning. Purusha is desired by all immortal beings. Supreme Being means Atma, the Self. May the mind of a born Purusha be preserved in Prakriti. May Indra, the manifested Self, take possession of bodies of mortals. This is the implied meaning of the Rakh. Nayat Pura Chakrama Katha 10.10.4. Purusha to Prakriti. What was not done before, assuredly not done now also. Speakers of righteous words shall not talk untruth. Upholder of the race, the sun in the space, and the young maiden Usha, coming from the waters, are our origin. So our tautology is perfect. This Rik and the next Rik. Vedic sages who are speakers of truth always speak truth only. They say that Purusha and Prakriti, non-matter and material universe, came into being from the Supreme Being, Atma, who causes the appearance of physical light source, the sun, and dawning of spiritual knowledge. All forms of matter, from the space to earth, came into being from the same origin, namely ignorance of truth. So Purusha and Prakriti are effectively like brother and sister. Garbhe Nunau Janita Dampati 10.10.5. Now Prakriti's words to Purusha. The Creator made us children of the same house in the womb itself. Resplendent stimulator, shining Savita, possessing infinite forms, is our Father. His commands none can violate. Earth and the space know us as children of the same house. Ko asya veda prathamasya 10.6. Who knows the first day of that one? Who sees him here? Who announces his presence? O destroyer of bodies or Prakriti, leading men astray, why do you talk about that great abode of Mitra and Varuna? Says Purusha. Meaning, implied meaning, the Supreme One has no birth and hence beyond time. Or there is no first day of existence and none is there to certify his existence or non-existence. Prakriti only talks about Mitra and Varuna and their great abode. Prakriti itself is an appearance. Yamasyama yam 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 10.10.7. Prakriti to Purusha. May desire of Yama, the restrainer, for lying in the same womb come to me. Prakriti. Like a wife giving up the child's body for her husband, O Yama, may you separate the body, which is like two wheels of a chariot that are meant for moving. May Purusha, implied meaning, may Purusha also like Jivatma take possession of or get attached to the body and separate it at the time of death of the living body. By implication, may Purusha also become a body attached self like Jivatma. 10.10.8 Na tishtanti na nimishantyete. Purusha to Prakriti. The watchers of shining beings, which means enlightened souls, move around here all the time. These souls never stay nor fall asleep. O destroyer of bodies, you go quickly with anyone different from me. With him you embrace like the wheels of a chariot. Purusha is telling Prakriti to go after Jivatma and leave him alone as the witnessing self, who is the same in all living beings. Ratri Bhirasma Ahabhir 10.9. Purusha to Prakriti continues. May all render service for him day and night. May I or rays of the sun move up again and again for him along with the space and earth, who are forming a pair, being members of one family. May Prakriti bear non-related objects. All forms of matter, the space, earth, the sun, etc., serve one Purusha, the same witnessing self. Prakriti abhors the living bodies which are complex mixtures of non-matter Atma and material bodies, material forms. Aghata Gacchanuttara Yugani 10.10.10. Purusha to Prakriti continues. Those future times will definitely come where relatives cultivate non-relations. O beautiful maiden, desire a protector different from me. Embrace your arms closely for a shower of bounties. Implied meaning of this verse. Such living bodies came into being much later only, after the appearance of inert bodies. May Prakriti catch hold of someone other than Purusha, say Jivatma, for that purpose of producing living forms. Kim Purusha, Prakriti to Purusha. Kim Bhratas 10.10.11. Prakriti tells Purusha, when the brother is there, will anyone become protectorless? Similarly, when the sister is there, will misery settle down on the brother? Impelled by love, I chatter these many things. I shall unite offsprings with my body. Purusha, Purusha's reply to Prakriti for this. 10.10.12 Nava Ute Tanva Tanvam. O beautiful maiden, however, you shall not unite my body with your body, since one who settles down near his sister is said to be a sinner. Therefore, you accomplish gladness from somebody different from me. Your brother does not desire this gladness. Implied meaning, all-pervading witnessing self-Purusha cannot directly involve in the procreation process. Jivatma, different from Purusha, can only gladden Prakriti. 10.10.13 Bato batasi yamanai mano. These are the words of Prakriti to Purusha. O weakling Yama, you are a weakling. We do not know your mind and heart. Maybe somebody else is attached to you, like a horse fastened by a girdle, or a tree by a creeper. Comment: this is purely a natural womanly reaction attributing ulterior motive on Yama behind his not accepting her proposal or request. The spiritual Purusha has no limbs like heart or mind. This is implied by the book. 10.10.14 Anyamushu Tvam This is Purusha's word to Prakriti. 10.10.14 You please attach yourself to someone different from me. May somebody else be attached to you, like a tree by a creeper. You long for his mind and he yours. Then you accomplish very glorious understanding. This rik may not need any further explanation. Obviously, the suktam is a misconstrued one. This can be summarized as follows. Birthless Brahman is truth. If this universe is believed to be real, then there must be a parent pair. Let they be called Purusha and Prakriti. Purusha cannot procreate in the absence of material bodies. Prakriti, having no seed of life, cannot procreate on her own. So, a body attached Jivatma alone can be the producer or generator of living forms. Purusha is different from Jivatma, is the message of the Sukta. Changeless Purusha and changing Prakriti are both offsprings of ignorance or Mahamaya, the great delusion, and they are never attached. Atmiya Bhavamanasama becomes the missing link between Purusha and Prakriti. He acts as the moving witnessing self in all living bodies. We go to next Suktam, Suktam 11. Rishi Havirdhana Angi Devada Agni Chandas Jagati Tushtu Vrishne Duduhe Do Hasa Diva. 10.11.1 Shower of happiness or water and not to be trifled with. The great spiritual Agni makes water particles from the space or atmosphere with success for the showerer of rains of Aditi. With his intelligence, he knows all like Varuna. May sacrifice worthy Agni Atma adore sacrifice worthy seasons. This is the first ruk. Implied meaning: Agni, sun's energy, causes rainfall for Indra by vaporizing water and moving the vapor up in the sky. May sacrificial fire be present in proper seasons for the sacrifice. 10.11.2 Rapat Gandharvirapya Chayoshana. The whispering singer in the sky and the damsel coming from the waters may protect the minds of the loud sounding me in my sound. May Aditi place us in the middle of the sacrifice. First and foremost Agni, who is like our elder brother, also speaks. Implied meaning or comment: may the presiding deities of atmosphere and Usha protect the seer of the Suktam who is conducting the exposition of the Suktam. Inner voice of the seer is illuminating the knowledge sacrifice for the seer. Whispering singer could be Vayu and the damsel could be Usha, physical or spiritual. So Chinnubhadra 10.11.3 When sacrificers, according to plan, generate for the sacrifice spiritual Agni who is desiring the welfare of all and is acceptor of oblations of desirers of Agni, then auspicious Usha, abounding in food and magnificent in combination with the sun, grows bright for mankind. For the sacrifice, Agni is being kindled at or before dawn. This is the gist of the raka. Adhatyam drapsam vibhvam vichakshanam 10.11.4 Then the bird hawk, impelled in the knowledge sacrifice, brought that very drop of Atmiya Soma essence, who is all-pervading and is splendid. When an honorable man gratifies Agni, who is accomplisher of wonderful deeds and is acceptor or offerer of oblations, then knowledge takes birth. Comment: first part of the ruk means the following: universal impeller brings to the mind of the seer of the Suktam concept of flowing essence of Atma from the far off abode of Atma. Meditating on Agni, the soul of energy, he realizes Atma Jnana. Sada Siranvo Vyavaseva Pushyate 11.5 O soul of Agni, you flourish always as though by grass and are delightful, becoming a good performer of non-violent sacrifice or knowledge sacrifice with sacrificial oblations of human beings. You approach us with many shining beings, praising the hymns of a praiser and procuring wealth for us. Udiraya Pitarajara 10.11.6 O spiritual Agni, you bring up your prosperous race, grass or spiritual light towards your parents, the space and earth, like a paramour of dawn. An eager person approaches you. He longs for you with his heart and speaks about you. Bearer of oblations wishes to perform good sacrificial acts. The sacrifice is becoming strong. The Daman trembles with his mind. The Rik is referring to the seer of the Suktam himself. Daman here means evil thought, aham bhava in his mind. Yaste akne sumadim matto. 11.7. O son of mighty father, spiritual Agni, whichever mortal accumulates your favor, he upholding food or desirable wealth, and borne by horses or spiritual light rays, becomes well known everywhere. Shining with knowledge and strength, he strives after knowledge eternally. This book also refers to the seer of the Suktam. 10.11.8. Yadakna esha. O sacrifice-worthy possessor of food, soul of Agni, when this assembly becomes shining among the honor-worthy enlightened souls, and when you distribute the jewel, then and there may you give us a part of the wealth, namely spiritual energy or knowledge that you possess. May Agni reveal self-knowledge to the seer in this knowledge sacrifice. That is the gist of it. 10.11.9. Shruti no Agni sadane sasaste. O Atmi Agni, sitting together with us in our home, please listen to us. Harness the quick moving chariot of that immortal one, Atma, and convey to us the space and earth, who are like daughters of that shining one. May none among shining beings be absent. May all be present here. Comment. May all shining beings and enlightened souls in the space and earth be brought to this knowledge sacrifice by Agni, by giving all of them the necessary energy for that purpose. Drop of Atmiya Soma essence is the chariot of the immortal one. We go to the next Suktam from the same Rishi, same Devata, same Chandas. Suktam 12. This can be considered as a continuation of the previous Suktam. Deva Akshama Prathame Rudena. Speaker of truth by nature, the space and earth may be in the hearing of prayers and granting answer of the most excellent Agni. When this resplendent Agni makes use of man for sacrifice, then he sits as the acceptor of sacrificial oblations, controlling his own breath for that purpose. Comment. May the space and earth be in communion with Agni. When spiritual Agni is kindled well by sacrificers, he becomes ready for accepting oblations. Most of the Riks in this Sukta may not need any additional explanation. 10.12.2. Devo Devan. O Atmi Agni, you are most excellent, all-knowing and having smoke as a banner. You are well-kindled, luminous, charming and concealed. You are acceptor of sacrificial oblations, eternal, worship-worthy by Vedic hymns and are resplendent. You accompany shining beings or enlightened souls. By nature, you carry our oblation. Next Rik. 10.12.3 Swa Vavruk Devasyamartam Yadi. Easily self-acquired splendor of the resplendent Agni Atma, when becomes immortal, rays born from it uphold the vast space and earth. O Agni, when these rushing rays of spiritual light, born of the Shining One, milks the water and the winds, all resplendent beings sing the praise of the noble act of yours. When spiritual Agni gets identified with his soul Atma, spiritual light rays of Atma bestows existence on different inert material forms like the space, earth, etc. This is the implied meaning. Achamivam. 10.12.4 O water holding space and earth, for the growth of water I praise you. O space and earth, may you listen to me or my prayer. Day and night prayer goes to the world of spirits. May the parents, the space and earth, satisfy us here with sweet water. 10.12.5 Kim Swinno Raja Jagrihe. Why will Shining Agni not grasp our oblations? Who knows this? When shall we perform intense holy practice of Agni? O Agni Atma, may your praise go to the shining beings like a friend called upon by a kind-hearted friend. Then there is wealth for us. 10.12.6 Durmanthvatramrtasya nama 10.12.6 Here, nature of that immortal one, who is not easily known and is homogeneous, becomes manifested in different diverse forms. Whoever thinks of the easily known form of Yama, the restrainer, O spiritual Agni, him you protect attentively. Comment. Immortal one Atma or Purusha or ignorance associated with Atma causes the manifestation of diverse forms. A person who meditates on the manifested Yama, him Agni, Kala Agni, protects attentively. This form is the personification of time, Kala Agni. 10.12.7 Yasmin Deva Vidathe Madayante, in whose sacrifice shining beings accelerate themselves, they uphold that Agni in the home of the Shining One. They uphold light in the sun and light in the moon. The perpetual sun and moon attend upon splendor of Agni. Enlightened souls associated spiritual Agni with Atma, staying in the heart space. This Agni keeps the heart beating all the time. The same Agni is present as light in the sun and moon. In short, the same Agni is appearing in different forms in nature or in the universe. Yasmin Deva Manmani Sancharanti 10.12.8 in whose intellect shining beings wander about. We do not know of that hidden Agni Atma. Here, soul of Agni declares us to be sinless, for Mitra and Varuna are impeller of darkness. So also may Aditi and resplendent Savita Deva declare us to be sinless. Gist of this book: nobody can know spiritual Agni present in the minds of enlightened souls, since this soul is not different from Atma, present in all living bodies. Shrudhino Agni Sadhane Sadhasthe. This is the same. This is 10.12.9 last book. This is the same as 10.11.9. With this we conclude today's session. Viramastāvat.